might disappoint Skylar if you laugh your dick off.
Wait,
That's how he sounds like.
Is he Batman? Was that
No.
Batman?
That's how he sounds like. Well, one of them does.
That's not.
The male hormone monster sounds like that. His name's Murray.
Yeah.
The female one's named, don't remember, but there's a female one and there's a male one.
Murray. Is he Jewish?
No, he's not. But he's paired with a Jewish boy.
We know like where the wild things are. Kind of
he's literally like that.
We know an old Jewish couple, don't we?
Oh God.
No, he doesn't even know what I'm talking about.
No, he doesn't.
And it's about these kids. They just hit that, their time of puberty and everything else.
Is this a TV show or a movie? Or
It's a TV show. It's on Netflix.
Huh.
Which Netflix, if you want to sponsor, we're not.
Shout out Netflix.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like 10 million people that use Netflix, but there's only 5 paid accounts. Everybody just gives out a password. I'm not going to mention any names, but somebody has somebody else's password at work.
No. She has mine.
Oh, okay. I had it the wrong way.
And he has mine too.
No, everybody. We gave ours out not that long ago to somebody because we told them to watch something, and they're like, well, I don't. Oh, it was Hulu and Disney. We got the package when it came when Disney Plus came out. And she said, "Well, we don't have. I don't have that." And Mama Jean, I'll give you my password. The fuck?
Well, they kind of give it to. They kind of like let you do it on
certain things. Can use it.
Well, Netflix they'll have a limit of how many people can have it, but Hulu and Disney Plus they don't have a limit.
I think the only limit there is how many devices can be logged
at one time.
At one time, yeah. So
it's only like 4 for Disney, but Hulu, it's really not that bad.
And Disney Plus, when that first came out, like I was like a kid in a candy store.
Hell yeah!
The 2 things that probably excited me the most that I first found were an old cartoon that I had always told Mama Jean about, called Gummy Bears. These little bears that drink this juice and they bounce around on their ass. I loved it. I don't know why, but it's fucking on there. And then Gargoyles. Love Gargoyles. Me and my son started watching that. He's 8, and we started watching that. I was like, man, this is fucking awesome. I'm watching Gargoyles.
You were also really excited for Darkwing Duck and DuckTales.
Darkwing Duck. Oh my God!
I grew up with those.
I want to get back to his voice. The Jewish couple that he doesn't know about.
Oh jeez.
He's not Jewish.
If nobody's I don't know if we've ever actually talked about it. One of my favorite things in the world is making people laugh, especially when I catch them off guard and they do what I call the donkey laugh. Their head goes back, their teeth jut out. I do it to Mama Jean all the time. I got Timberwolf to do it on one episode, and it's my favorite thing. And I don't know. You think you can do it?
I don't know.
You think you got it in you?
Oh, I bet you can.
So a long time ago, we went to Dallas with friends of ours, Kimmy and Chris. Kimmy Davison, quick shout out for the Sam Houston women's bowling team. My best friend from childhood, Brad Hagen's the head coach. And in 2014, they won the national championship, which was Kimmy Davidson's senior year. And she was the very first recruit for that bowling team. So it was kind of a cool little story. Awesome. First national championship ever brought to Sam Houston State, by the way. And the women bowlers did it. But we went up there to visit her and her husband, Chris. And we were at the mall. And Skylar was looking at phone cases or something. I don't know what. And I'm standing back there with Chris. And I started talking like an old Jewish man. Now, typically, when I do these voices and say these things, Skylar doesn't really respond much or just rolls her eyes. But she's standing there looking at it, and it's at a kiosk, so you know you're going to have to mortgage your house to buy this phone case. And I said something to Ethel, right? Mm-hmm. I said something along the lines of, Ethel, you going to spend all your Christmas money on a damn cell phone case? We've been here all damn day, Ethel. And we were going to laugh, and she turned around and came right back with it. And I don't remember exactly what she said, but it's my money. I'm going to spend. But it sounded like, let's hear Ethel.
Jerry, it's my money, and I'll do what I want with it. Yeah, don't tell me how to spend my Hanukkah money, okay?
She sounds just like that chick off of I just had it in my head. But it was an old sitcom show with
How old? How old are we talking? I know sitcoms.
Maybe
talking about The Nanny?
No, not The Nanny.
Are you going all the way back to All in the Family?
No, not All in the Family. Okay. It was about a delivery driver. the guy. He plays
King of Queens?
King of Queens. You sound just like
with Kevin James? I fucking love Kevin James.
I forgot his name for some reason.
I love that
I'm getting to that point where we were at the last episode where we couldn't remember.
That was awful. But we did that at the mall, and then we went to In-N-Out. Right? Because we're Whataburger people, but they said we had to try In-N-Out, so we went there. by the time we got from the clown's mouth and ordered up to the window to pay, all the employees at In-N-Out were by the window, and we had them fucking rolling because we're in the back seat just doing Jerry and Ethel back and forth. So now people that have heard it, every time we get drunk, they want Jerry and Ethel. Not that we drink. They want Jerry and Ethel to come out, and that's probably our one little. We do this all the time about any topic. You were talking about wearing a bikini, and her appendix scar was hanging out. All kinds of this shit. It's much better when we both been drinking. But speaking of drinking. Jameson, Irish whiskey. So get back. We brought Mama Jean in to talk about sex stuff.
Oh shit! I didn't even check where we were at on the fucking time.
We got time.
We're good on Anyways, time. I just wanted to before we get back to that, let y'all hear the voice of that guy real fast.
Oh, you actually have the actual guy.
The puberty fairy? The fuck did you just call me? Puberty fairy? Puberty fairy. I'm the hormone monster.
Is that Will Arnett?
Fairy. I mean,
no.
It sounds like Will Arnett.
That's
Nick, they played Batman.
That's Nick Kroll.
Oh, I love him.
Sexual? Ooh, I find everything sexual.
What about a chair?
Sit on it, brother.
An airplane?
Big dick flying through the sky.
What about a button-down shirt?
You mean a gaping butthole and 10 clits?
What?
Survey says 2 dicks.
Is John Mulaney in that?
Yeah.
Oh, I like his funny.
That
dude.
sounded like John Mulaney.
Yeah,
right
he
there.
plays in it too. And it's about Nick Kroll's life and John Mulaney's life growing up, and what it was like for them going through puberty.
It also shows girls too.
Oh yeah, girls.
It had a whole song
about
periods.
Yeah.
Well, no,
and then the vagina
It's not
starts.
a kid's show at all.
Definitely not. But I feel like I still would have watched it as a kid.
So we'll try to get back. I want to talk about one product. If you hit me.
Before we get to the hitting part, I do have one question for you.
Right.
How did you get into this? Like, I'm not really sure this is something in high school you go, I want to be someone who sells dildos, but
I say that all the time when I do parties, but like I never saw myself doing it. But when I went to that party and then I had my own, I just knew that like I am blunt enough to be that person that can just talk openly about that stuff. And I was very into all about open sexuality, open about what you want, open about what you like. And I'm very into women being strong and being like, this is what I like, dude. And if, you have a problem with it, then
it's kind of,
so I just got into it.
Women liking it because I've always been, I mean, even going way back to high school, I wasn't sleeping around.
If you haven't seen his high school picture.
Until I was a legal adult.
Oh.
Not necessarily. Well, I mean, the first time I had sex where somebody else was involved, I was a legal adult. But I always thought it was very strange that if a guy goes out and has sex with a bunch of women, he's a stud. He all these things. But if a woman does it, she a hoe. She's a slut. And I don't get it because women should be able to be as into. So it's created a stigma in society where women aren't supposed to be in touch. Completely different meaning now. But women are supposed to be as in touch with their bodies. And why not? And I'm not saying that I'm the best lover in the world, but I'm easily in the top million lovers that anybody's ever had. Right. But speaking of what people like, what does it for me, what really gets me off, to put it bluntly, is seeing my partner enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
It's not just about, because guys a lot of times are always about get in, get off, get out. I mean, that's just more what it is.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Don't stay for breakfast. Don't wipe down the fucking countertops. Just go home.
Be the Matthew McConaughey and ghost to girlfriends.
But it's, I love when she comes home. And for anybody that might contact her and be interested in something, she is very, very private. She may tell me a story about somebody, but I never get a name. I never get it. Like, she doesn't, when people order stuff, she doesn't go around saying, oh, they ordered this and blah, blah, blah. But some of the stories she's told me of people who were nervous about products or I'm not sure about this. One of them, a friend of ours that I won't say their name, but you'll know who it is. We had told them about this stuff called On Plus. It's a clitoral stimulator.
Mm-hmm. It's an arousal product.
Yeah, it's an arousal product that apparently makes it much more enjoyable for the woman. And we had just been talking about it just at a friend's house, cooking out, hanging out, and the topic got brought up. And her husband ordered some. And it was, within a day or two, that Mama G was getting messages. Holy shit, that's lightning in a bottle. Can I get this in bulk?
Well, you told me that it's a small bottle.
It's a tiny. The bottle is no bigger than what if you get like prescription eye drops. A little bottle is no bigger than that. And what is it? There's 50 orgasms in a bottle or something. Because it's just one little drop. Unless this is where I was going to say, don't hit me because the camera's rolling. We tried it, and I won't tell the whole story. But when she went to use it and tried to put one little drop on her finger. There was some technical difficulty and like half the bottle squirted out, but she decided to proceed anyway and was numb from nipples to ankles.
That's when that's a fucking trooper right
there.
there.
It wasn't numb. It was just very tingly.
Not numb. It's, I know generally what it feels like because somehow I ended up with some on my tongue. I don't know how that happened. But it felt like fireworks in my like a whole shit ton of pop rocks in my mouth going off all at one time. And I was like, look, I don't have a clit, but if I did, I would want to feel all that fireworks on my clit. Right? But that one on plus, what's the other one? The G-spot stimulator, G-Wiz. But when she talks to these women and they, they're like, well, this is what I like. How do I, and then how do I bring it up to my husband? Which Guys, come on. If your wife likes something, or your girlfriend, or your side piece, or whoever it is, man, let her tell you what she likes.
Yeah.
Be open and honest. Your sex life will be so much better if you know what they like and they know what you like.
Also, I think it needs to be said that men need to be a lot more comfortable with themselves and not be so quick to judge when their female wants to bring a toy into the bedroom. I feel like that is just it's a little insecure, and I get it that people are a little unsure. They don't want it to replace them, but
it's an addition. It's not a replacement. It's an addition.
It will never replace you. And this is actually very true, but most women actually have higher sex drives than men. Like, more women are out there wanting to have sex. It's just you don't know about it because it's the slut shaming.
I know about it. They message me all the time. All the time. But it's a tool, and I do analogy all the time. What popped into my head is you can catch a baseball with your bare hand, but it works better with a glove. It's the same thing. And I will say that there was one time that a husband was upset. His wife wanted to buy a toy.
I just popped my back doing that.
And the husband said flat out, I don't want you using that when I'm not home and blah, blah, blah. Why? Because let me tell you, fellas, if she's using it when you're not there, there's a pretty good chance that you might get some video evidence of that.
Also, if she's using it when you're not there, that means that she's not cheating on you with anybody.
She might just be warming it up for you when you get home.
That's right. Hey, warming up your dinner, baby. Come on home.
Okay, if you say that, I'm actually expecting a steak, so don't tease me there.
March 14th.
March 14th.
Day.
Yes.
Corona kind of ruined that, but whatever.
Practice safe sex.
But I don't know how we're doing on time.
We got dos minutos.
Minutos. But I think we'll go ahead and keep old Mama Jean on for the rest of the episode.
I think this song will be like a short episode too, with it just being a fill-in.
Yeah, we just want to get something out to y'all. We are going to do a call with Justin here probably in the next segment.
I know he's hurting. His garden's destroyed.
Is it destroyed now?
No, his greenhouse is gone. That's what he told me when I was talking to him about it. But the garden's still there.
But we do want to get him on the phone and get him talking about what they've been through. The tornado that went through Onalaska was a pretty
big one,
pretty devastating tornado. I know Justin was saying I think his neighbor's house was actually picked up, flipped over, landed on a truck.
There was a few houses that you saw multiple cars underneath that.
There were a lot of houses on Lake Livingston that just roofs ripped off, everything torn out from inside, just everything just completely destroyed.
It was
a few fatalities.
Yeah. So we did want to get him on and talk about it, even though he can't be here.
Two.
Was there only two?
I thought it was just two. That's all I heard of. Maybe there could have been more.
But we did, nice little filler whatever, 4.0. It was a 4.5, whatever you want to call it. And we got and get Mama Jean in here talking. I'm sure we'll still talk about some love weight stuff, but I will post the link. Y'all go on there and message her. She's very